Welcome to Toffee TV, it's the Everton News Daily. It's another day, it's another manager linked with the club. Last night we all felt like Sam Allardyce was very close, but another name has come into the hat today. It's Paulo Fonseca, the manager of Shakhtar Donetsk, the Champions League team. The Portuguese man became favourite at some point today. At the moment, according to Ladbrokes, Sam Allardyce is 4-6. Paulo Fonseca is 5-4. And yeah, it's another name in the hat. Fonseca is somebody who was linked with us about 4 weeks ago, I think, as well. Very eager to manage in the Premier League. Someone along the lines of Silva, who obviously Everton have gone for. An up-and-coming manager. He's 44 years of age, although he's been coaching for over 10 years. And he seems to be in there at the moment. I think it seems like Sam Allardyce is just ahead at the moment, because Fonseca would be somewhat of a gamble. But yeah, he's in there today. As I said, he's currently the manager of Shakhtar Donetsk, who are in the Champions League, doing the same group as Manchester City. He's currently second in the group, head of Napoli with 1 game to go, 3 points ahead. They beat Feyenoord home and away. They beat Napoli at home, and they face Man City in their last game. And obviously if they take any kind of result out of that, they will qualify into the quarterfinals. We're led to believe that Shakhtar wants to keep him till at least that final game, to see if they get through. Obviously that would be huge for them, and I don't know whether that would have any implications or whether Everton would allow that, with there being, you know, if they're serious about them, with there being a couple of games. Well, obviously the game's ahead this week. Or maybe Everton would say, well, there's probably very little you could do anyway. We'll leave David Unsworth in charge for those 2 games and then you take over. Maybe after the derby. Maybe that would make sense. Just a little bit about his managerial background. He managed a lot of smaller teams and then managed the Pascos de Ferreira. He's had a couple of spells with them. Managed Porto for a season where he had a 56% winning rate, but I believe he finished 3rd that year, and that was enough for him to see him leave the club. He managed Braga, where he had a 50% win rate, then moved on to Shakhtar Donetsk, and he has a 78% win rate at Shakhtar Donetsk. He's played 69 games, won 54 of them, drawn 8, lost 7, for 147 against 63, giving him a plus of 84. His win rate is in the whole of his career is 50%. He was a former defender as well, so maybe that would help galvanise the defence. But he seems to be an up-and-coming manager. Shakhtar, obviously his first job outside of Portugal. He has managed in the Champions League, so he ticks a lot of boxes. But would it be too much of a risk to bring him, you know, to Everton at this moment? Is he what we need? There's a lot of fans out there who think that it's not as bad as it seems, and that all we need is someone to come in, stabilise us, get the defence sorted, and we could, you know, move up to the table very easy. Although there's another large part of the fan base who think, you know, what we need to do is just stay in the Premier League no matter what, secure Premier League, and that's why Sam Allardyce. And I suppose that's the decision Everton have to make. You know, in the next few days or the next 24 hours, 48 hours, I'm not sure, but they're going to have to make that decision. It's a huge decision going forward. You know, Allardyce would be probably a short-term manager, a step back in terms of where the club wants to go, but, you know, 1 step back, maybe 2 steps forward. Fonseca would be a huge gamble, but if it came off, you know, he could be a manager that could take us forward in the you know, the sort of Pochettino, Silva sort of remit. So big decision. I'm sure Fonseca is Macheri's man. I can imagine. I'm sure that's it. That's his man. We'll have to wait and see. There has been a press conference today. David Unsworth's done his press conference ahead of the West Ham game. To be honest, I thought he did really well. Obviously, with everything that's flying about Sam Allardyce and new managers and stuff, I thought he did really well. I think, you know, he called out a few people, obviously not by name, but it sounded like he was saying that a few people needed to, you know, get themselves sorted he said that he needs the players mentally need to sort themselves out, puff their chests out, and stand up for the club. So yeah, that exactly what Everton need at the moment. On the injury front, he said that Leighton Baines was out. Michael Keane's touch and go. I think the training session had been delayed. He pushed it back to the afternoon to give everybody a chance. Michael Keane will be assessed, and we'll wait and see. On a wider injury front, he said that Seamus Coleman, Ross Barkley, James McCarthy and Yannick Bolasie were only a couple of weeks away. And imagine getting those 4 back at the same time. That would be an absolute huge boost, because all 4 of those players fit would walk into this Everton side. Absolutely walk into the Everton side. And that's nearly half, of your outfielders right there. And that could mean a massive thing. Now obviously that's if they're all ready to come back fit. And that's if they can stay fit as well. We've seen the likes of James McCarthy come back and be injured pretty much straight away. So have to make sure they're all right, all ready to go. But if they're all back in a couple of weeks, maybe back in first team training and really getting into it, then that would be a huge boost for who's ever in charge, and hopefully we could make the difference, pushing on over Christmas. So yeah, huge news that those players could be back in a couple of weeks. But obviously got a big game tomorrow against West Ham, and we need 3 points, and we need a manager as well. So let's hope we get both of those things tomorrow, because it would make life a little bit easier. Thanks for watching the Everton News Daily. I'm sure there'll be plenty of drama over the next 48 hours. We'll let you know. We'll have the videos ready for you. We'll see you later.